Hey guys, Mike from Gettin Greasy Garage, and yeah, we got the $1,000 auto back in here. $1,000 auto, Silverado. Anyway, 2003, 4.8 turbo, and as you can see, got the water pump back off and pulling stuff back apart because I made a mistake putting this thing together. It's a simple one. The best I can tell from looking around online, I'm not the only one to make this mistake. And in that latest 5.3 LS rebuild I did, I made the same mistake there and then turned around and figured out what the problem was. And well, it's the same problem I've been having with this for a very long time. Over there, that braided line running right by the transmission dipstick, that goes into a coffee can. That is the oil feed line for the turbo. And I could hear oil pumping out of it, but I wasn't getting any oil through it. And I know why. So when I get this rear front cover off, I'm going to show you why and help you prevent making the same mistake that I made. And yeah. Fortunately, didn't cause any damage. I never started this motor like this. In some of my other videos, I talked about oil pumps and things. And, well, yeah, so here we are. When I get the balancer off and the front cover off, I will come back and show you guys the problem. Alright guys, well, I got the balancer off and the front cover off. The problem, I can get you there, that little aluminum plug right there with threads in it, that little guy right there. So we'll get a bolt, stick it in there and pop that plug out real quick, and I'll show you guys why that plug is the problem. Alright, so get you back down in here. As you can see, I've got the plug out. Right there is the oil pump. Pickup tube comes from this side, oil goes through the pump, goes out this side, makes a 90 degrees straight into the block. As soon as it goes into the block, it makes a 90 and comes into that passage. That passage runs along the side of the block. This is a side oiling block. And when it makes a 90 from the oil pump into that passage, it makes another 90 and heads towards the rear of the block. Well, there's the plug. And that plug only needs to be about to the edge of my finger there, about that much, but it needs to be cut off. So what happens is this plug blocks the oil passage. Doesn't allow hardly any oil to move to the bearings. Now it's getting a tiny bit, but it's more like about 5 psi. So it is lubing the bearings, but it's not enough to run on, obviously. From the factory, they have a little frost plug that goes there. We're just going to shorten this plug up. This plug, as you'll see in the kit right here, as you saw in the kit, this plug goes in the oil pressure, or well, this plugs the oil pressure relief passage for the oil filter, so that the relief doesn't actuate and dump all the pressurized oil back into the pan. Well, when you don't get any instructions with these Chinesium parts, and this motor, when it came back from the machine shop, did not have that plug back in it, and you have a kit that deals with that passage in the block and the dumbbell at the other end, well, it's pretty natural to think that that's where this plug goes. So I've been fighting this problem for a long time on this motor, and finally sat down with blueprints of the oiling system and went through it step by step by step by step. I've had this motor apart twice chasing this issue. Yeah, simple little mistake like this can cause oiling problems. So, if you aren't getting oil pressure and you put one of these dumbbell kits in these Chinese aluminum dumbbell kits in these LS's, you might want to check that you didn't stick this plug in the wrong spot. And you can either cut this one down or just get the little frost plug looking thing that they had from the factory. So, anyway guys, like I say, I've been fighting with this a long time trying to get this motor to oil. And this is the problem. Hopefully none of you have had this problem. If you do, well, here's your problem, here's your cure. And hopefully this helps somebody else out. That drove me crazy, and I've been doing this stuff a long time. So, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Sorry it's been so long since I got a video out, but you know, you get into some of these problems figuring this stuff out, and it's not really video worthy until I find an answer and can show you things like this. And yeah, I'll be glad to, this thing gets oil pressure, then I can start it up and it can go get exhaust and we can be done with it. So, alright guys, enough out of me. It's dinner time. And we'll catch you in the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay greasy, my friends.